G'day mates, how's it going? Welcome back to day 4 of my farming vlog. My day 4 is starting out just like day 3, with transporting logs up to the sawmill. So I've got quite a good load on here, and I'm hoping to make some good money from these. I already have another trailer load ready to go back at the farm, and I'm looking to be able to buy a new block of land. Let's just see how much we make from these. 2,600, that's pretty good. So we have 18,100. So I'm just going to get this heading back. I'll bring it up the for sale map, and I'll show you what I'm thinking. I think it was either one of these, so 52,000 or 51,000. So it's still quite a ways off. I think that's probably the cheapest ones. The rest are over £100,000, $100,000, sorry. So yes, still a fair way off that 50,000 value, but we'll just keep plodding away. There may be some other work to do for our neighbours. Let's have a look to see if there's any emails that have come in. So Noah has got another plot of land that he wants the deadwood trees cutting down. It's 14 trees, $2,000. I think should accept that, and we might head straight over there. So we're already underway. Let's have a look at the map. So he's down here, similar to where he was last time. So we'll head down there now, and we'll get that done first, and then I'll load up the second load of trees, and we'll see what we can do about maybe clearing some of the ground around the trees and seeing how much more land we are going to be able to have once the trees are removed. I still don't know how I'm going to remove the stumps. That's probably going to be the next problem. So obviously we can't have stumps in our arable cropping fields because they'll break everything. So yeah, there's some hurdles to overcome, but we'll just keep plodding away and see how we go. So I'll just head over here, get these cut down, and get the second load of logs on, and I'll meet you back over at the sell point.
The land takes back what we put in, sun and rain and everything. Some days you plant and some days you mourn. That's just the way you're reborn. Watch my father work this soil, watched him rest when came the time. Now I'm the one who turns the earth, finding peace in what it's worth. It's all good ground beneath my feet. It's all coming back around. What you lose and what you keep, it's all good ground. It's all good ground.
Welcome back. Okay, so it looks like we just have hopefully one more to cut down, which is this one here. Which are I think these ones over this side are the ones I commented on last time, but there were some dead ones in this section of trees. Excellent, so that's finished. Let's jump on and get that money collected. And let's see if there's any other work offers out there. So David's got some stone picking in field 11, which is just what we're beside. And then there's some wood transport. I don't really know if our number of trees 19, we really can't do that with our setup currently. We can probably fit 2 on at a time, maybe 3, and going back and forth, that's probably not so good, but this may be possible. I mean, we can lease his equipment and reduce the cost that he pays to us. So it will still be $16,000. It may take a little while, but it's definitely a good option. I'll think about that. I'm going to go over and grab another trailer load of logs while I'm over there, or while I'm doing that, I'll give David a call and see where his equipment is and how we go about borrowing it. See if that's over near the store, like over near the store, or where he keeps that. And we may be able to then do a load of logs from our own block and then come back over, do stone picking in this field, which may take a little while. But, I mean, it's $16,000. I don't have much else going on, so we'll just head back over. I'll load up and I'll see you back at the store. So here we are, bringing over another load. Those oak trees, they have a lot of timber in them, but they're not very good or very straight. So I really don't know how much I'm going to get for this. If I can even get it in to the shed. I don't know how much we're going to get for it, because it's not the best looking timber. I don't know how they're going to process it. But I mean, wood chips are probably... wood chip value is probably worth something, so they may just end up chipping it. That's up to them. I think it would be good if we could get a chipper, because some of this would be easy to chip, and we can make some good money that way. Where doing it like this, we're not exactly selling the best timber. So it's 3,381. That's pretty good though, so I'm happy with that. On the way over, I also called David up. I've accepted his job offer, and he said his equipment is over near the store. He's brought it over, he's dropped it off for us. So I'm just gonna go around here, park my tractor up, and we're gonna go stone picking for David. Look at it there, look at that nice equipment. I mean, I love my little Massey Ferguson, but at the same time, this stuff over here is the real deal. Look at the size of that trailer. Like, we have that, and we're about to use this. Look at this. The Challenger, 160 horsepower. Let's get it started up. Oh, this is nice. I imagine that this is going to take a little while though, so... Again, we've got all day. There's nothing really happening on our farm. Look at the inside. Oh, it even has a radio. Well, there's fancy levers and controls and screens and... Oh, well, it's nice. Very nice. I don't know what this working width is for this stone picker. It's probably not a huge amount. But I don't know how quick it's going to fill up. So we'll just go and start getting into it. We'll have to come back and get the trailer. I don't know if he wants... I have to find out where the stones have to go to. Whether he wants to keep them for some project, or for turn into lime or something, or whether they get taken to a sell point, or whether we just dump them somewhere. But we'll find all that out once we get going. And this is our field that we're going to right across there on the ridge. It's so nice to be in a tractor that can do 40 kilometers an hour, even up and down the hills. I think we're quite a ways off getting a 160 horsepower tractor like this one. But you never know, it's on the list of things to get. I wonder how it'll work, how well it'll work going up the hill with the stone picker engaged. We'll find out in a second, because we're going to start with that. So let's get it unfolded. And here we go. It's not a very wide working width. And I don't know if this is even going to pull it up this hill when it's running. So let's get it running. So it's running. Which is all good. Now, there doesn't seem to be that many stones. I wonder if... I'll do a lap around, but I wonder if it'd just be better to be more of a targeted approach. Just see how we go with the stones. So we haven't got any stones yet so far. I mean, we're getting into a stony patch here. There we go. It's fun. I've got 2 liters, 3 liters. But yeah, this is going to take a little while. So why don't I, with the GPS set up, do a time lapse, bring you along for the ride, and see how we go, and see if we can make this $16,000. So enjoy, and I'll see you soon.
She's up before the rooster crows, working land that no one knows. Her hands are warm, her spirit's strong. She's been here all along. Through drought or flood, she holds the line. The salt of earth, the root and vine. To the daughters of the dust, the ones we lean on, the ones we trust, the fire in their eyes and dirt on their boots. They're the heart, they're the fruit. To the daughters of the dust, to the daughters. She mends the fence, she feeds the stock, steady as the ancient rock. A mother's mother worked this ground before the highway came around. She reads the sky like scripture page, wisdom passed from age to age. To the daughters of the dust, the ones we lean on, the ones we trust, with fire in their eyes and dirt on their boots. They're the
Well, there we go. 2 full laps of the headland. I think I probably should do 1 more just to give a bit more space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and keep going with this. So I've got about, 17% of the way through. It's taking a little while, but possibly not as long as I thought it may do. So yeah, I'll go do another lap of the headland, start with the up and down, and I'll bring you back in when I'm heading over to get the trailer, because I'm definitely sure we're going to need it to fill the stones up. So I'll see you shortly. Welcome back. Here we are, 98% full of stones, and about 40% through, I'd say, the contract. It's not taking, it is taking a little while, but it's not too much. It's definitely for the amount of money we're going to get from it. So there we go. I think we're like 3 liters of stones off the max. So I'm just going to disconnect it here, head back over and grab the trailer. Once we've done that, bring it back, load up the stones, and then keep going. So I think this is a good way to spend a early winter's day. It's so nice to have these open areas with patches of trees, streams, watercourses. It's quite a beautiful place to be living. Definitely enjoying my time here so far, even though it is quite a bit of hard work and I've spent a lot of time cutting trees. But at the end of the day, that's all I have. That's all I can make money with at the moment, is cutting trees and doing these sorts of contracts for our neighbours and other farmers around the district. I'm looking forward to when we'll be able to have bigger equipment like the 160 horsepower tractor, for example, or a big trailer or combine harvester, and there's sufficient area to run all those pieces of equipment. But I can foresee that we're going to get there. I mean, it's only the 3rd day here, so maybe 4th day. 4th day it is. We've already made pretty good money. We've got some contacts around the district that are sometimes looking for our help. So yeah, I think we're definitely headed in the right direction. Both figuratively and literally now. So I'll get back over the field, we'll unload the stone picker into the trailer, and I'll get stuck into doing some more picking. Hopefully we're 42% of the way through. You know, another hour or two work in the field should be good. And then there may be enough time in the afternoon to do one more load of trees over to the sell point. So hopefully by the end of the day we'll be looking at 33, 39, maybe close to $40,000, which is not that far off getting that extra block of land. I think it was like 52 or 54,000. So another decent sized contract or something along those lines, and we have to expand our property. And winter time is probably a good time to do that, so we could have time to prepare the ground, cultivate up a new field area, new paddock area, and get it prepared for planting something in the spring. I think if we can get to that stage, time that harvest comes around in late spring, early summer, I think we'll be in a good position to actually make a bit of money from our own crops, our own produce, which is the goal. That's the plan here. You know, one day I might have to buy this field off David, or who knows. Definitely aiming to expand, I know that for sure. Even if this is apparently a 160 horsepower tractor, it's quite slow heading up these hills, even without a load of stones in the trailer. So I'm going to park it up the top here in case we have to take it somewhere in front of us to drop them off, because I don't want to have to tow the trailer up that hill fully loaded or with a few tons of stones in. So let's go and connect up to the stone picker. I'll bring it over, we'll dump it out, and then yeah, I'll get going again. It has been a bit slow on the upfield section of this weird shaped area of this paddock, because like coming down is fine. The problem is when you turn around and go back up again, the tractor struggles. It struggles quite a bit, so I'll be glad to see the last bit of this weird section completed. And then it'll just be mostly flat. Be a lot better. Like even here going up the hill, it's doing 11. But when that's actually down and on, yeah, it really, really struggles. I wonder if this is... I'm assuming that this stone picker lifts up high enough to drop off into the trailer. So let's see if I can back up to it and... Yeah, it seems like it does. Just had to find the right control there. And the tractor full of buttons. Alright. And that filled the trailer up pretty well. So I'm going to go back up this end. I'm going to go down the field, so we're not starting on that steep hill section. I reckon I might do another time lapse of me doing this. We'll see how far we get. Obviously, you don't want to see too much of this. I reckon one more time lapse and then a cut. We should have this done in no time. So, line it back up. And then away we go. Welcome back. So, as you can see, got a fair bit done in that time lapse. Like, we've gone from about 40% to about 60% completed. That's what we've got left to do on that side. It does look like a lot, but I don't think it's going to take me too long. And the best thing is that I'm finished going down over that top, over that rise. So now it's pretty well all flat up and back. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to continue here for a little bit longer. And I'll bring you back in when we're closer to the end, close to completion, or when we've got a full stone picker. We'll just see how it goes. But yeah, so I'll see you in a few minutes. Welcome back. I'll bring you back in just for another quick update. So got pretty much a full hopper of stones here. Oh, careful with that tree. So we're going to offload this into the trailer. Then it's about 16% to go. What's that? Feels like it's hidden something, but I don't understand what. Right, let me just position this a little bit better. Yeah, so we'll dump these into the trailer. I've spoken to David. I know what he just wants them taken up to. He's got another plot of land. He just wants the stones taken up there. And he's also got, he's actually asked if we're able to cut down some deadwood trees up in his other blocks. So yeah, we can definitely have a look at that for him. So I'm just going to try and get this lined up with a trailer. Get it offloaded. As you can see, we are getting through it. Like, we've got that left portion of the field to finish. So I'm just going to get stuck in now. I'm going to rip in, get this completed. Then I will bring you back in when we're heading up to the other block to offload the stones and do some tree cutting. So it seems to be what we do best. Alright, we'll catch you again very soon. Welcome back. There we go. Contractor's finished. Let's turn the machine off. Let's fold it up. We can fold it up. There we go, fold it up. We'll drop these last few stones off into the trailer. Run the trailer up to the area where he wants it. And then we'll cut a couple of trees down. So the final lot of stones is going in the trailer. He said I can just, happy for me to leave the stone picker just up here. And he'll have to come back and grab it next time he's out here. So he just wants me to take the trailer back to where we picked, trailer and tractor back to where we picked it up from. And obviously drop the stones off on the, as part of that. There we go, all hooked up. I'm going to go downhill because I don't want to tow this back up that hill. And hopefully to get to his other plot of land it's not too steep, not too much of a hill. Because yeah, this tractor, it struggles a bit. So I'm sure his other plot of land is up. Oh, he said follow the creek along. Probably go past our place even, almost. And then yeah, we'll just be able to pop up, drop these off. It's amazing how dark it gets in the evening, or how quickly it becomes dark in the evening in November. Like, we're only 3:15 in the afternoon, and it's quite dark. I mean, it has been an overcast day for most of the day, so it is to be expected. Yeah, it looks like we're going to go past our little plot. See, there it is. You can see I have taken some trees down. There is a fair few trees that are ready to go up, so Tomorrow, hopefully, I'll do a bit of a few trips with them. And we'll see how much money we can make. Alright, I'm just going to quickly check the map to see where we're going. Yeah, no, we're heading in the right direction. I thought this was the case. Poor old tractor's working overtime trying to climb up this hill. I mean, it's only 38% full of stones, but I suppose stones can be quite heavy. Here we go, he said just to dump them somewhere just within the tree line. So what we'll do is I might have a quick, we'll get up here, we'll park up. I'll jump out and do the deadwood quickly. That'll give me a good look around. I can work out where exactly to dump the stones off. So let's have a look. So this is our area. Well, there's one deadwood already. Good thing I always carry my pocket chainsaw with me. So I can quickly do things like this. Oh, there's a couple of deadwood right here. One's done. I think there's 10 to do, so that's one done. Second one now. Third one's right here next to it, which is nice. So I did see one. Oh, there's a couple down there. So race down, do these two, so that's what, say 3? Possibly. This is number 4. At least the deadwood, because it is dead, it doesn't take very much to cut. It's pretty well rotted out, so I can understand why these need to be cut down. So that's 5, so we're 50% of the way there. So now let's, obviously the other ones must be further down. See if we can find them. It's pretty overgrown under here. There's the tractor again. Maybe down this way there may be. Looks like it could be a dead tree. Has it got markings on it? It does. There's 1, 2. There's 2 here. Get my handy dandy pocket chainsaw. That's 6 done. 7 done. Is that marked, that one? No. Alright, I think I just have to... There's one over there, 2 over here, so that's 8 and 9, so there'll just be one more to find. Chainsaw out. I wonder if that could be one there. Looks like it may be. No. That's 9. 9 done. Which one? This one, did I think? It does look like it could be. And yes, it does have the markings on. So that was a quite easy contract. So we can claim that money, but I'll do that. We'll do it all when we get back to and drop the tractor off. I'll give him a call, get all the finances sorted out. He can pay us for the 2 at once. All I have to do now is just anywhere in here. So I think I'll just turn around and then just back in as far as we can. Oh, well, there's a problem. I can't seem to... It must be a problem with the hydraulics, because it won't... Try lifting it up, but it won't let me, so I think we should just head back. I'll tell him that it's not working properly, and he'll need someone to come and have a look at it. Obviously there must be some sort of issue with the trailer. Where do we need to go from here? Let me just bring up my maps. Yeah, no, this should be pretty good. Head over, park up at the store, give them a call, and then collect our money. I think that'll probably be it for the day. I'll probably stop off at the servo to get a bit of food as well, because I got a couple of days ago, and I'm pretty well run out, so I'm going to need to top that up. I might as well do that while I'm up here, saves another trip later. It's handy having a servo so local. I mean, predominantly they sell fuel, but they do have some good stuff. So it's not all like fast foody takeaway, there is some nutritious type things as well. Let me just park up here. I'll give them a call, we'll sort the finances out, and we'll jump back in my tractor and we'll head over to the servo. There we go. So he's come and collected his tractor, he's going to get it fixed. Now we're up to $41,000. And while I was here, I just happened to run into the rural real estate team, and they did tell me that there's another parcel of land for sale that I didn't previously look at, which is just the one in front of us. So 55, this block here. So it's $40,040. So we can pretty much afford that now. It's 1.6 hectares. There is some trees on it. I mean, I think this might be a good option. It's quite a unique shape, but still, like, we have to farm most of it. And the other option is this one over here, which is 2.1 hectares for 52,000. And I think they said that this one, no, a bit further, I think it was, yeah. So 38 is 2.5 hectares for 51,000. So the question is, do we go for a bit less land but able to get it pretty much almost today, or do we save up another 10,000 and get something that's bigger and it's more of a like suitable shed? Like this would be a really good one. You could have a couple of arable fields and some room for productions and stuff. I'm not sure. I'm going to think about it overnight. I suppose it'll depend on what comes up tomorrow. If there's any more jobs that people want me to do, ask me to do. We do have quite a bit of timber cut down now, so it's about whether we can make that $10,000 from that pretty easy, because I do want to next tomorrow I do definitely want to start making a new field, because that's where we're going to get our money from. That's what we need to do. That's how we're going to expand. So let me just think about it. I'm going to head off into here quickly. I'm going to grab some food for the next few days. Alright, there we go. I've got some food. $95 it was, which, I mean, food's expensive nowadays, so that's not too bad. Let's have a quick look at our new land options. So this is one of them. This is a block 54. I think this is the most expensive. And so it goes all the way around behind there. Let me just double check what's it on the map. Yeah, so there's a lot of trees in this. I just don't think that's worth. Yeah, we're not going to get this one, because it's definitely not worth have to deal with all those trees. So have a quick drive past number 55, block 55, and see what we think of that. So block 55 is pretty much this in front of us. We do drive over it a bit. Again, like, there is trees in this for half of it. Half of it is probably trees, and they're not massive trees. They're probably not going to bring us much money, but the advantage is literally there's a sawmill, so like I'm sure we can just push them across the road and put them straight in there. So this is a good option. And then all this that I'm driving on now, this could be plowed up straight away, cultivated up straight away to get a crop in. I'm not sure exactly what sort of crop we'll get in. It will be probably March, so we'll be able to plant. So there's a little way off before we have to make that decision. And then finally, it was block 38, which is sort of like from here on. It does go out a little way, so it's quite flat. This was 52,000, I think. And then this does include some of these trees. So part of this tree area is in that. Again, you know, we've got plenty of trees already. So we're looking for the land. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head back, have some dinner. I'm gonna think about it overnight and just see where we are. We might do another load of trees in the morning, see if we can make up the difference we need. We'll just see. So thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you've really enjoyed it. Remember to keep your boots dirty and your bites clean. This is DirtByte.